What's going on, YouTube? Mordred here. With the video I don't normally do. But first, few updates. Icy hot totems. They're in a garbage bin. Uh, it just wasn't doing what I wanted to do, and therefore, if it's not doing what I wanted to do, I'm gonna lose interest in it. So I went ahead and tossed it into the trash. Sorry if anybody was kind of looking forward to that. I doubt anybody was. It's such a stupid build. It was such a bad build. If you want to do Holy Flame Totems, go do an actual Holy Flame Totems. With the whole Heat Shiver conversion and stacking coal to get extra fire. I'm sure I can make damage numbers go up. It just wasn't worth the investment or the hassle, right? I could barely get through a tier 2 map with it before I die. Cat resistances and all. I know I could do more with it. I just didn't feel it wasn't just like I said, wasn't doing what I wanted to do. Next update: Forbidden Rite Assassin. It did what I needed to do. It did more than what I wanted to do. It killed Syrian Exarch. It killed Eater Worlds. It killed Shaper. I haven't done the Elder fight with it, but I'm not really concerned about the Elder fight. It killed Cyrus. I mean, it got the majority of my favorite maps, right? The slots. The only thing I haven't done is Feared Invitation. I haven't done Uber Elder. I probably will. It's just the fragments for that are just stupid. I don't feel like spending 200 or 300 chaos for one fight, but I probably will after I do this video. What else is there? So after all that, I scrapped those builds, sold off the stuff, and made a minion build. Poison SRS. I thought that looked really cool. It was probably my favorite minion build next to the Carrion Golem build that came out like a few years ago. The Carrion Golem build was all time like peak minion build for me, because I'm not a big minion player. SRS though, Chef's Kiss. It's fantastic. It does not require that much. Honestly, you can get it off the ground and going and farming T16 maps on probably 5 divines. The only thing that you really need is United in Dream, and I highly recommend getting Dendrobait. But you can just go United in Dreams for like 80 chaos, and then just invest the rest on really good gems for your SRS minions. And then make a animated guardian for like another 50 chaos. And you'll start clearing maps, right? And then from there you start building up wealth, and then you get like a Dendrobait, 6-link Dendrobait, or really save up and get the Covenant, which is stupid expensive. I'm honestly thinking of selling the character, because that chest piece is just absolutely insane how high it's going up in price. But if you do go for it, I recommend just buy any Covenant and then just save yourself. I think snipe, like, keep looking for it, snipe one out low price, and then go 6-link it yourself. I sniped one for like 4 divines and then sniped, right? I know it's not inexpensive. I got one for like 4 divines, and then I 6-socketed and 6-linked it for like another divine and a half. So it came out to like 5.5 divines compared to 7.5, 8 divines at the time when I was trying to make the build. It's probably, I think, still like 8 divines, something like that. But it's neither here nor there. And then after that, I got really excited about Occultist Curses being Impending Doom, because that was my pretty similar to the build I made last season. That's my starter. It was a Hex Blast version though. I didn't do it again because Hex Blast got reworked. I lost my Doomsday notable at the top of the tree, which is now Hexmaster. So I didn't feel like doing it again, and then Impending Doom started popping up, and I got interested. So I'm doing what everyone else is doing as far as builds concerned right now, playing a meta build, and playing around with Impending Doom. This character, I don't think I've invested that much into the character yet. I mean, I think this is probably the most expensive thing on the character, or one of the most expensive things on the character. Okay, no, I'll take that back. Okay, the chest piece is definitely the most expensive. Maybe it was the one I was thinking about. This cost me like 3 divines, 120 chaos here. I just went with a decent cast speed and decent crit chance. Badge of Brotherhood. That was like another when I bought it. Like, oh, is it divine now? Oh, because Skinner's. Yeah, 170 chaos. So I'll say like roughly a little bit over half a divine, 5 chaos, something like that. This character is kind of expensive. I think all in all, the gear between this, and these 4 items are probably the most expensive items to get right off the back. These two will say, that's what, 290, 3, 410. So we're gonna say 2.5 divines right here, and then there's so like 5.5 divines, and then this was like another 100 chaos, and then this cost me like another 50. But I think I got lucky on this one because like someone put it up for 50 chaos. This is definitely worth more than 50 chaos. In fact, boom. No? Oh, wait. Oh, maybe because of that. Yeah, yeah. I got hella lucky with this, right? Like super lucky. So we're looking at roughly, I'm gonna say seven divines to get us off the ground, not counting the rings and gear you have to get. I can't count these as these are things I've already had on my characters. I found them, picked them off the ground, or I've recycled it from another character that I already bought. So I can't tell you the price on that. But anyway, I wanted this just for map clearing. And it's gone really well. I think yesterday I made a total like maybe 6 divines. And then today I made like another, at the time of this video, I made like another 2 divines. So we're sitting at like 8 divines worth of like currency that I've made. I spend my stuff on random things like rolling jewels and crap like that. Don't waste your money like I do. I get bored very easily. Anyway, onto the actual thing I'm doing on this video. 100. Boom. All right. So the point of this video, or what I'm going to show you on this video, is my tests, you can say. So I was kind of curious about Fine Delirium wards because they're like 8 chaos a pop times 100. We're gonna say 800 chaos right there. Then you got the divine or the chisels. You need 400 chisels, which is like another 150 chaos, so 950 chaos so far. And then the maps, we're gonna say an average of 3 chaos a map. I bought some for 2.5. I bought the bulk at 3, and then I bought a few at like 4. So we're gonna average it out to 3 chaos. That's 300 chaos. We're looking at well, we're gonna say 1300 chaos, which is roughly 250 chaos. Okay, hold on. Math. Calculate. No, that's calendar. Calculator. There it is. All right, calculator. We're gonna say 1300. Divide that by 250. Boom. 5.5 divines. Let's go ahead and just say 6 divines. 6 div testing. 6 div invest testing. Look at that. Big words. I have a testing tab. So I've never done a video like this. In fact, I don't think I've ever done this in Path of Exile. I just felt like I'm really enjoying this build. I'm really enjoying it Underground Sea. And so we're going to try it. So with that, we're also going to go ahead and look at my Atlas tree. It's a weird one, right? So there's a few things I don't feel like a lot of people talk about. and why I have my tree spec the way it is. You don't need the center part if you don't want to. However, and maybe I'll make a video on this later on. Kirak is a really great way of making currency, right? So every time you have a daily here and you have these little things like I have Untainted Paradise right here, free experience, right? I can save that. I can also use the reports, any of the reports except the blighted, or maybe including the blight. It says one map, at least one map. So we're gonna say any of the reports that he does. You can span them, re-roll them, and get the Conquerors or Guardians, Elder Shaper Guardians, or the Conqueror maps, Cortex map, any of the Synthesis maps, any of that stuff. You can just use Kirak to keep rolling. They're like 1 chaos a pop. I feel, and then if you can complete the map, right, then you're making money off of that. Because, so let's say we do Guardians, right? So these all came from Kirak. I had like maybe 50 reports, we'll say, right? And then, so this is an average of 20, right? Average of like 15. And then average of like, we're gonna round up to 20, right? We'll round up to 20. If you want to, we'll round down. How about that? 18. I have we'll say 20. So that's 100, 200, 300, another 5, 400, and then that's 400 chaos just in these shards. So that's what I'm expecting to that. In case anyone is curious about that center part, is because I used the missions to just generate free currency, because I'll convert the 1 chaos into 20 chaos by doing that. So let's say you're not gonna get one every roll, right? So let's say you get one. I think on average it's like 1 in every 5, at least when I was rolling. And sometimes you'll get a streak where you won't hit 10, but sometimes you'll get a streak where you'll hit them back to back. Doesn't matter. You're looking for Guardian, and you're looking for any of the Guardian maps or Conquer maps, any of the Influence maps. I hit a Cortex, right? I go into the Cortex, run the Cortex, possibly a free Bottled Faith, right? As long as you can complete the maps. And I can, so that's what I'm expecting to there. But that's not part of the strategy. So we're using Singular Focus to sustain our maps. Again, you don't have to do this. If you want to for this strategy, you can go ahead and come over here to Grand Designs. But I'm not going to do that. And that'll be a completely different tree. What I am doing is doing this, right? Just to make sure we get map sustain, all of my favorite maps. We don't care about anything else. We just care about Delirium, because they all have Delirium on there. We are running it with Beyond just to get a few extra monsters on the map and up the reward. More Delirium stuff, all the Delirium. We're doing this because we do use scarabs on our map device, because we use Growing Hordes. So there's a chance that it won't get consumed when we get extra benefits out of it. Again, more Delirium. And my favorite, at the very end of it, we get completion towards Eater Worlds. So the reason why Eater Worlds is nice, one Screaming Invitation, I believe that's what they're called. Do I have one on me? I don't. I probably sold them all. I was selling them for like 180 chaos. So every 28 maps, so again, my calculator, I know where it's at this time. So let's say, we'll say on average 170, right? 170. So let's say 100 maps. I have the part where it gives you an extra 10% per. So we're going to say an average of 25 maps to get a Screaming Essence. I might be generous. We'll say 4 times. You know what? We'll just go down to 3. Clear. We'll say you get 3 Screaming Invitations, and we'll say 180. That already knocks off almost half of the investment for what I'm doing here, right? Just on the invitations alone. And I can already account for that. So we're looking at, what did I say? 1,300, 1,400. We get 3 Screaming Invitations, and then Now we only need to account for 900 chaos. Uh, which is a lot, right? That's like 3 divines. But that's the whole point of this. So we're gonna see what we can do. They're all chiseled. They're all have the delirious, and then we're gonna go ahead and make sure that they're all out. All right, boom. Now they're all that. I don't really care about any of the things. We grab 5 of them at a time. You can include the scarabs into your calculations if you want to. This is just random stuff I pick up. I don't care about which scarabs I pop into the map. We'll probably get more scarabs as we go. So that's why I'm not gonna include scarabs in my profit or in my loss. So that's kind of where I'm. Oh, I already have some in there. All right, cool. We don't pick anything on here because the Delirium's already applied to the map. If I get... Oh, and that's another thing on the map that's really nice on my Atlas is the special crafting option, right? Mainly the shaping the mountains, the free random crafts is nice because then you can put on Beyond and then get more monsters, or you can put on Breach, get more monsters. If you want to, you can take the investment further and just constantly pop it on there. I'm not going to. We're just going to do the regular for this. And I will catch you guys at the end of my session. Again, like I said, put the chaos, everything's in here. We're going to be good to go on this, and we're going to have some fun. I think. I've been wrong before. Anyway, I'll catch you guys at the end of the video. And we're back, and we have our profits and our exclusions from these profits. So here you can see the Excellence app showing you I've made 13.85 divines on a 6 divine investment. And over here you can see what I'm including and not including. To be clear, I'm not including any kind of map. I am including essences. I should delete that. Go stir the tab, obviously. No offerings, no fragments. We can go and get rid of this because I have currency fragments in there, so whatever. We're not including scouting reports. You can add another 20 chaos if you really want to. That's about how much I have in my currency tab. I'm not including any jewels of any kind. So to cover scouting reports, some have value. I value them higher than what it says on Price Checker because I use them, get Conqueror maps, Guardian maps, or Shaper maps, and I run those maps so they have more value to me than 10 chaos when I can potentially get 20 chaos and then roll again another 20 chaos. And then on the 3 chaos ones especially, there's no point in selling them. You're going to get a Conqueror map more than likely. Just run it, right? And then the jewels, I like to craft jewels for profit. I'll probably make a video on that some other time. And then, or cluster jewels for profit. And then the regular jewels, Viridian, Cobalt, Crimson, those jewels. And any of the Abyssal jewels, but mainly the base 3. I like to corrupt them to get a jewel to then sell it. Again, I like to do craft jewels for profit in general. So I didn't include any of those. There's probably some good ones. If there are some really good ones, I'll probably sell them without doing anything to them. But if I have reservation efficiency, small cluster jewels, which I think I have 1 or 2 in there, they're 30-40 chaos. You can craft alt spam, especially alt spam, and make more than the 30 chaos. Same goes with the other three the other types of cluster jewels, especially when you corrupt them. So yeah, so 13.85 divines. Oh, sorry, I put 0.81. This is okay, 33.89 now. Doesn't matter. It's gonna keep on going up. It's whatever. Yeah, 33.89. Every time I refresh, every time I take a screenshot, I forget that it keeps going up or down. Boom. Let's see. Which is 13.85 divines, and you'll see there it says with the memory 7.85 divines added onto that, or 1910C, which is roughly 21.61 divines in profits. And the plus is for the reasons I explained earlier with the jewels and scouting reports, etc. So, memories, for those of you guys are not aware, are these little things. Ava's memory, Nico's memory. No, these are like 5 chaos. These, however, are the harvest piece. And you look right here, they sell for like 780, 785, roughly. You know, there's some people that are just undercutting right now. Whatever. 780 chaos. And I got 2 of them within the first like 16 maps, and then within the first 20 maps I got this one, which is another divine and a half, like 340 chaos. So those numbers alone paid for everything. I was in a profit within the first 20 maps, not counting anything else. So that was nice. I mean, anything I got was just free money, all profit. So for a 6 divine investment, we made like 15 divines profit. I'm sorry, divines 15. There we go. Divines and profits. That looks better. And so overall, that's a success for me. This is the first time I've ever done 100 maps. It probably won't be the last time, but it won't happen for like another few days if I decide to do that. I kind of want to upgrade this character some and invest in her a little bit, and then rebuild up my my currency or my wealth after I spend obnoxious amounts of divines for silly upgrades. There's no need for things to be this expensive. Like Awakened Spell Cascade. It's ridiculous how much that thing costs. Anyway. Yeah, and not to mention there's just random drops that you can get while you're mapping. So like we don't count the currency, which is mainly up here. Put some things on here to the side that like I found. So an Apex Rage is like nothing, right? It's like 4 chaos. But when you include the fact that it has like 10 chaos resistance, then it goes up to 5. And then when you include the cast speed on there. Or I'm sorry, not the cast speed. Cast speed's fine. Poisons. Now you're at like 20 chaos, right? Now, this is not saying that you should pick up every little thing, but like 7 League Steps is like 60 chaos. Like this is why filters are important. It'll tell you when things are, you know, valuable. And I need to work on mine a little bit more. My math probably took me longer than needed because I was just picking up like stupid crap here and there. And not gonna say crap because they're useful for me. So like Orbs of Alteration, stacks of 20, like I'm gonna pick that up. They're valuable to me because I like spamming things. Pure Talent, you know, 10 chaos. It's nice. And then like you'll find, and this is why I pick up some synthesis items like rings, wands, scepters, and like spirit shields. I pick them up simply because they might have something good on there. So if we just look at the 19 like cold damage over time, then we're going for like 20 chaos, right? And you can see some of here are sitting there for days. I don't know what they have on them. I don't know what their base is. I'm assuming it's the same as ours, right? That doesn't usually change anything. Um, Earlier they were like 20 chaos. So they might sell, they might not. Who knows? Theirs might be less than mine's because my roll is T. Mine's the lowest roll. So is theirs the lowest roll? Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, based on 19, and these might be higher. So this actually might not be worth anything. That's just the minimum roll that I put on there. So this might not be worth anything, but it's worth a shot. Put it up there for 20 cows. They could just be trying to undercut too. I never believe like the first 3 price points because you go whisper them, they never answer. It was like 20C here. You know, chisels, great. One, they're good for you to have because if you try to buy a stack of 20 of them, that's 6 chaos. That adds up over time, especially if you're not picking them up and you need some. And I have several stacks. This is like 200 chaos or something like that. Stack decks, obviously. The Delirium was really fun just for, well, the thing with Delirium, it makes everything a lot harder. So if you can't do it, don't worry about it. Because the Delirium bots come out and they just wreak havoc. I have such a hard time with coasters. That's probably why the majority of my maps took so long. But it was fun. It was a fun experiment nonetheless. I made my profit. I don't want to keep talking or else I'm going to go into a huge rant. And, oh, another thing. Don't go beyond. After 100 maps and like so many of them had beyond on there, yeah, this is what I got from them. Oh, and another side note, it's really close to like 90 maps because I bricked like 10 of the maps because of the altars. And then the downside on the altar that I clicked, I didn't really read it, or I glanced and assumed it said something, and it actually said something else, like reduced defenses per power charge, or increased or reduced cooldown recovery per power charge. I got 10 of them, as you can see, 10 of each. And yeah, I couldn't finish the map. So there were like 10 maps I bricked. So honestly, I could have gotten probably like another simulacrum splinter. 10 maps would put me closer to another Eater Worlds. 10 maps could have been more divines, or could have been more divine beauties. It could have been a lot of things, right? And I don't know because I bricked them because I'm an idiot. And yeah, I bricked the maps. So we lost potential profit on that alone. So this could have been a lot more, right? Could have been a few divines more. Who knows? I could have gotten another memory. And yeah. So anyway, that's it for my video. That's it for my rant. That was my experiment. My wrist really hurts. I streamed for 7 hours. Please give this video a like. Please give me a sub if you found this useful. And yeah, that's about it. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.